Hey there, Goa fans. Mark DJ Solitaire here with episode 22 of Retro Goa Explorations, my series in which every week I present one of the tracks from the Goa Trance psychedelic dance movement of the 90s that either struck me at the time that I have memories of, or that later on I sort of was exposed to and said, hey, this is some pretty awesome music. As I've explored since 1994, I've been in the scene and coming from a classical music background, was really struck by a lot of what's going on in this music in terms of how we interface with it, how creative this music really is. So today we're starting to come to a close in tracks that I first came across in the 94-95 season. There are going to be some that I'm not able to feature in this series. There's either copyright issues on YouTube or will also just be here forever exploring some of these tracks, and I'm really itching to get to 95, 96. But this track I remember from a very specific day. So same with the next one, actually. They both showed up on the same day, so to speak. And this is one of the two tracks only that were produced by a short-lived project known as Akasha. And that was a duo of Mark Allen, who was DJing with Return to the Source at the time and would later become one of the producers in Quirk. And of course, he was also involved in Minefield. And also Nick Taylor, who, as we've heard, was in Prana and also the first track in this series once he went back to Australia in Rhythmistic. And this track was produced again, just like Aquaspace, it's Tayo/Prana track that we explored recently. This was produced on one of those weekends when Tsuyoshi was away DJing around Europe. And Nick was in the studio and had Mark Allen over there, and they produced two tracks, Beings from Another World, very cool track, and also the one that we're looking at today, Ace of Wands. They both came out on a Phantasm vinyl in late 1994. And I got Ace of Wands on one of these kind of random compilations called Tranced Out 777. And, back in the day, there was no previewing of stuff. You would go, you'd sort of go to the CD shop, check out a certain section where they would have this stuff, and you'd look it over and then hope for the best when you dropped, $20, $30 or more on a CD. And hopefully, occasionally, of course, every track would be rocking, and in some of them it was a little bit disappointing. But this one had a few projects that I knew, and the last track on the CD was this Akasha Ace of Wands. And so, this has a lot of wonderful content to it. And what really struck me is, there's this beautiful, almost like feels like a timeless melody that just is very, very flowing. And underneath it, there's a lot of different bouncing elements that just seem to sort of bubble up out of nothingness and go back into nothingness, and some great rhythmic stuff. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful track. Reminds me somewhat of that atmosphere of that first party of Ollie's, where I first came into contact with this music in October 94. So we'll give this a listen shortly. Just wanted to point out a couple of other things that Akasha, first of all, the name Akasha and also Ace of Wands. These are both going to be, spiritual terms that would have been part of the influence of Return to the Source, which was being run by Chris Decker of Medicine Drum and his partner at the time, Antara, who is really into all of this cool spiritual stuff. And so, the Akasha is said to be the repository in consciousness of everything that ever happened everywhere. So everybody has their book of life there, all their lives and yada, yada, yada. So that's the Akasha. And Ace of Wands is a card from the tarot deck. relating to success in all endeavors. And so this would have been, largely that influence, since, Tsuyoshi and Mark were both regular DJs at Return to the Source. It would have been just around this time in 94 when that was really taking off. So I hope that we give this wonderful track a listen. Ace of Wands by Akasha. I love the way this phases in and out. Right, and of course we've got these cool intervals happening. That mystical quality to it, interjected with hand claps. Notice the rhythm of the kick. Now those are the same notes actually as that little tunnel vision sound as well. Just notice how the different articulation makes such a difference. And this kind of cool bouncy sound, and then those rhythmic bits happening over there. As it becomes a lot more playful, and this starts building up over here. Should be a break on the next one. There we go. This is this incredible bubbling quality. It's just amazing. Love the intervals here. There it goes up and down. So much stuff going on at the same time. And then, this is really just like you're going through this vortex. It's really like cyber consciousness travel. It's quite misleading because it's so beautiful but still really powerful. Up and goes down. It's nice rhythmic stuff. And this melodic line is sort of predicting, in a sense, what's coming afterwards. It's beautiful, fluid, and quite elegant and almost inquiring. Then rhythmic stuff interjecting. Now, real bubbling, bouncing quality to it. It's really interesting. It's so uplifting and mystical at the same time, and kind of very otherworldly. I mean, this just sounds nothing like anything from this planet. Echoed, right? You can hear it on another plane. It's discreet, but it's in the background. There's so much that's interesting about this melody. I mean, it's just a very simple statement and pattern. It's really beautiful and singable. But the phasing, in terms of how it shapes, really goes with the shaping melodically in terms of how it goes up and down. And there's this little counterpoint that happens. together. So it's again like these two voices, or there's this main theme here, and then there's some extra little info or insight coming in here. With a different rhythm. There's this driven quality to this, but it's not aggressive, it's not hard, it's still really upbeat and uplifting. Notice the percussion coming in here. Always with the hand claps. A little bit more tension here. Some of that good old existential angst that's sort of always lurking in the background in this scene. Some really simple, beautiful patterns. And notice how they play together so well. Quite a prana flavor to this line over here. Now this comes back. That effervescent, bouncing quality. Which, incidentally, is all on the black keys on the keyboard. Which again is interesting because it's just off, always a semitone off the primary 7 tones of the standard keyboard system, which relates to the chakras as well. Take that, Antara. And then notice all those different elements happening. Percussive, rhythmic, tonal, non-tonal, but pitched. And just like in Rhythmistack, right, where all the different elements come back and show up at the same time. It's like really this big party where everybody comes back together. Everything falls away except this gorgeous line. And just the shaping, the melodic shaping, and how it just gets those effects working to it. Beautifully synthesized, literally. What a beauty. I mean, you know, this was really one of the things that struck me the most when I got into this scene, you know, and at that first party of Ollie's was like, you know, this is actually listenable dance music. Doesn't have to sound, you know, just because it's electronic doesn't mean it's unlistenable, doesn't have to be aggressive. It can be technological without it being emotionless. And so all that amazing content, right? Rhythmically, melodically, harmonically, the way, you know, they have that beautiful fluid melody, again, all on the black keys, which is, you know, kind of cool. Along with the more detached stuff. And then there's, you know, this other stuff is going up and down. And it's just, you know, and a beautiful storyline. the way it all comes together, all these different elements are introduced at different times and they all come together and play at the end. I think it's just an amazing track. I think a little bit overlooked. I played it at ZNA in 2017, and I had a few people come up to me afterwards and say, "Oh, thank you for playing Ace of Wands. I haven't heard that in forever," which was great to hear. So as I said, I think I said, I remember hearing that at a party, at an Odyssey party in May 1995, and I'd been listening to it that day, and then it was played at the party, and also played was the track that's going to be in the next episode, and there's film footage of that one. So I think that's going to be the last track, I suspect, from 94, 95 before we move on. So we'll be blasting off into the next season with a bit of a bang. So there we go. I'm really happy that I remembered to include this track. Again, a real favorite, and there's so many favorites. It's hard to know exactly what I'm able to include so that we can actually move on to the next season without being in this one year forever. But just an all-time favorite by Nick Taylor and Mark Allen, Akasha, Ace of Wands. I'll leave you with the full track now. Mark, DJ Solitaire signing off. Enjoy the music.